upon a time, there was a young prince who ventured into the woods in search of game. Somehow, during the course of the day, he became lost, for he found himself in a part of the forest where he had never been before. He was tired and hungry, and it was growing very late. Just then, he saw a light, and there, a short distance away, stood a great castle. Rushing up the path, he knocked on the huge door.
If you're selling weird story magazines, we don't want any. Go away.
Wait. I am a handsome prince who has lost his way. Could you spare a 32-course feast in a master bedroom for the night?
A prince? Well, in that case, come in. You're just in time for dinner.
Taking the lad by the hand, the king led him inside. When they entered the main dining room, the prince was shocked at what he saw. There were 7 chickens sitting around the table, and they, along with the king, proceeded to peck away at the dishes of corn that sat before them.
Eat, boy, eat. What's the matter? You haven't pecked a thing on your plate.
I'm suddenly not hungry.
Oh, that's too bad. What's that, Florence? This is very funny.
What happened?
Florence just told a joke.
That's all.
Son, I'm glad you came along. I've got a problem.
Yes, I noticed that.
The king went on to tell the prince an incredible tale of how a witch had come to his castle one dark day and cast an evil spell that had turned all his loving daughters into chickens.
Oh, so that's it. Those chickens 7 are your daughters.
No, 6 of the chickens are my daughters. The 7th one is the witch herself.
And here comes the plot.
Right you are. The spell on my daughters cannot be broken until I can discover which of the 7 chickens is the witch.
Well, now, this is the sort of thing that all handsome princes wait for. The next morning, he got up with the chickens and set about his task.
It's no use, my boy. Chickens have a nasty habit of looking just alike.
That's true, but they don't think alike. The one that's the witch thinks like a witch.
With a plan in mind, the prince soon had disguised himself as a beautiful maiden.
Your mascara is running, and what's the plan?
Simple. I pretend like I'm Snow White. There isn't a witch in the world that can resist a setup like that. Watch this.
Lining up the 7 chickens, the prince, in his Snow White suit, ran through the courtyard, proclaiming to the top of his voice,
I am Snow White. I do so hope that any witch around here that is disguised as a chicken won't give me a poison apple.
None of the 7 chickens paid the slightest bit of attention. But an ogre that happened to be casing the castle did. He saw that this was a chance to cop what he thought was a fair maiden, which he wasted no time in doing. But just then, a handsome knight chanced to arrive on the scene and rushed to the rescue.
Never fear, fair beauty. I shall save you.
With that, the knight flew at the ogre. The prince was saved and his troubles were over. Almost.
Ah, fair maiden, you are truly lovely.
I know, but knock it off, knight. I'm not a maiden.
Your eyes, your lips, your...
Okay, you asked for it.
Ah, the lady has fire. Wait, dear one, wait, come back.
The prince was not used to running with the dress on, but he did manage to make it back to the castle well ahead of the pursuing knight.
What happened?
Never mind. Help me out of this fair maiden disguise before anything else happens.
But before they could do this, the 7 chickens came clucking into the courtyard and gathered round the prince to see what the commotion was.
Girls, not now. Go away.
The prince grabbed a broom and started swinging to shoo them away. All chickens being afraid of brooms, they scattered like, chickens. That is all but one. That chicken snatched the broom from the prince, hopped on, and flew it around and around.
Your Highness, look at that.
Must say I never saw a chicken do that before.
Of course not. Only witches fly brooms, so that's the chicken that is a witch.
The prince had guessed the secret, and the spell was broken. Not only did the witch turn back into a witch, but the 6 chickens were turned back into the king's beautiful daughters.
Party pooper!
My boy, you did it. As a reward, I'm going to give you a chest of gold and any daughter you wish to be your bride.
Heavens, it's going to be hard to choose. They're all so beautiful.
Unfortunately, however, before he could make up his mind, the knight, who still thought the prince was a fair maiden, galloped in and swept him off his feet.
Now, lovely one, you and I, we fly away together. Up and away!
No.
Well, now, needless to say, the poor prince did not get the chest of gold, and he was never to get one of the beautiful daughters to be his bride. Of course, his mother had told him that there would be days like that, but she had forgotten to warn him about the nights.